What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Why We Love Horror TV. We are closing out this limited series. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, what's going on?
Hey, it's good to be here. So far on Why We Love Horror TV, I feel like we've covered a wide range of shows, but one thing's been pretty consistent. If we start a show and we've committed to it, it's usually been a pretty decent, like above 3.5 or more, I'd say, for every show. And
we've picked some good shows.
Yeah, we picked solid shows. So if you have joined us for this one, go back and check out our other shows because those are all worth watching. But yeah, we decided to bunch up the last 4 episodes of this series. Something very bad is going to happen. A show that at first I could not figure out how to say the title of, and now it's like it's very easy and it makes complete sense.
Probably the best title card drops of a limited series that I've seen. They're very great title card drops.
Yeah. Overall, I do, think it was another success. I think it ends up justifying itself. I've seen, again, I tried not to read or look into a lot of reviews, but I saw a few reviews, and I guess we're just kind of jumping into it, and then we'll kind of get the, points here. But like, I saw a few reviews saying like this shouldn't have been a series. It didn't need to be 8 episodes. I don't see it at all.
I think you need this length.
Yeah, I think if this was a movie, I don't think it would have been as effective. I think they made the right choice to.
It would have been real rushed in like an hour and a half, even 2-hour movie. It would have been real rushed because they do cover a lot of ground, and it's not like a ton of exposition that's like dumped on you. We're like, what the fuck? This is just a ton of exposition. It feels fine to me.
Yeah, but go ahead and set us up kind of with a brief overview of kind of like the where we left off here going into episode 5.
In the first half of the season, we know that our couple is getting married, and like the family, they kind of set you up like that. The family is weird, and like that's valid. The family is like entitled, old money, white, rich, weird, but in the midpoint of the season, we kind of find out that that's not really the antagonist of the movie. Like you're kind of set up, this is going to be like a setup for the wife, but really what we learn is that she is the final living descendant of a curse that is placed on her family, wherein if she does not marry her true soulmate, she will die. And every member of her family, this is starting with episode 5.
Yep.
We uncover that every member of her family that did not marry their soulmate died, which explains why her mother died, because we have the whole thing with like the sorry man, which is kind of like a red herring because the sorry man kind of goes away. We find out that the sorry man is just her father who says sorry in the face of her future brother-in-law, who turned that into like a PTSD memory.
Right.
So that the whole second half of the season becomes like her trying to beat this curse and like learning about this curse. And because if she doesn't marry him, then the curse will pass on to his family, and anyone in his family that married for any reason other than pure love, their spouses will die. So like the stakes in the second half of the season immediately get ramped up.
Yes.
And that's where we start these final 4 episodes.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like it's really, really good at minimum.
Spoiler alert! Spoilers. Go ahead.
It's teetering on great. Just overall, I really did enjoy the family. Just every single member had a lot to do. Jules and Portia, like particularly, like in the second half. Portia, I think, is like the star of the show, though.
MVP, yeah. Gus Burney, the MVP of this whole series, because like she's giving like Genesis Paris Hilton energy, like the whole time. So it's like, oh, it's like this girl, but like, what else can she do? It's who she is. Like she doesn't know any better than to be a brat that ruins.
And overall, I'm very famous for not being a lover of radio silence. So, particularly Ready or Not, I think leaves a lot on the table. It's good, but like could be great with some of the commentary with rich families and how they intermingle and interact with each other. And here it's done just so much more effectively. And
I
it's
agree.
like the only aspect of like Ready or Not-esque that comes up in the second half of the series, like the way it ends is Ready or Not done better, in my opinion. Like the effects of that blood when the family starts to die, after, they do like after it does get transferred, like I'm skipping ahead, but like it's just, I think it's so much more effective watching all those people die and then Jules not.
I gotta say, like, you're right, but like we're kind of like burying what leads up to that.
Yeah,
like the length Rachel's willing to go to maybe avoid that is like crazy.
Yeah.
And they kind of make you believe she's gonna do it, and then at the 11th hour she's like, you know what, let's roll these dice. But like she basically does within episodes 5 and 6, she does the research to like determine what is the anti juju. And it's like she needs part of a bone from her body. She needs the seed of her boyfriend. She needs the blood of her enemies.
Yeah.
And like
something borrowed, something new, something blue.
It's a take on the something, but I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. And then like the hair of her mother-in-law, and she puts it all in like a champagne glass, and you see like they show the concoction so many times, and like I'm at the point, I'm like, she's gonna drink this. She's gonna drink this fucking thing. She's gonna drink it, and she doesn't. but like I would have been like sold either way. Yep. But like when I thought she was gonna just chug this thing, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, and like again, that's just like there's a lot of those moments where it can kind of go either way and still work, and that's just like a sign of like good storytelling. Like
great writing.
Yeah, really great writing. Again, brand new cherry flavor. If you've not seen it out there, go check that out. It's a very different show from this, but by the creator of this, like it's also really good writing, and the writing is stronger than Ready or Not. Also, like I mean, I just think like so much of this I was watching with Abby, who loves Ready or Not. I was watching, I was just like, this is like achieving, I think, a lot of the, the women is it's hell being a woman on her wedding day or week. Like it's a genre at this point, and I think this is like in the upper like echelon of those type of movies. Like I think that everybody is really good. The guy from Undertone, as Nicky, Adam DeMarco, I believe. Yeah, Adam DeMarco.
Yeah.
He's really great. Much better in this than in Undertone. No offense, he's the worst part of Undertone. But like that's because
just a voice actor in Undertone, yes.
Yeah, I know. Shots fired. But I also just like overall, like so many shows try to achieve that Lynchian Twin Peaks-esque, like
this does have that feel. This does, and especially The Witness, Zlatko Buritz, who actually also appeared in The Bride as the mob boss, showing this guy's range. He shows up in a lot of stuff. Like when you see him, you'll recognize him. He is just creepy, like Balkan man,
Lynchian.
in the last 10 years, if a creepy Balkan guy shows up, it's probably this dude. And I'm gonna shout him out. Like he's the best character we don't see the whole time.
No, yeah, I agree. But like, we get to the end, they do decide to go through with the, the marriage, and the curse is, transferred, and we see why that family was fighting so hard, because they all dead except for Jules.
But the funny thing is we get both sides of the curse, because like they delay getting married, so all of that family dies. Then they get married and she dies, sort of. But also in the fact that she tried to circumvent the curse, she winds up being the harbinger. Like the actual witness dies and she becomes the witness, which is actually maybe the best ending we could have gotten.
And of course, it ends in that, center, like atrium, whatever that's called, solarium.
And you called that. You're like, that atrium is going to come into play, and she drops dead in the atrium, which is great.
I was like, yeah, it was always going to end that way, and it worked great. This is really, another example. Netflix definitely has a lot of shit slop that comes out on it. I agree. But it also has a ton of quality if you dig a little deeper, which for one, you didn't have to dig that deep. This was on the top 10 for at least a couple weeks. But, this is one that I think deserves legs and I think could find a lot of people if they gave it a chance. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to really cover. Obviously, there's, more, but this was a pretty good, bare bones the last 4.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's talk about how we rate this thing. And I'll say we'll talk about rating the whole series as a whole at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know where you land, but this like I was kind of like before the second half of the season, I was like, this is a 4. It's good. It's actually great. It's not like one of the greatest I've ever seen, but like once things start, like once it crests and starts going downhill, when she like tries to start scrambling to save it, and then at the end is like, fuck it. I was like, is there a more human reaction than just being like, this is just not fucking worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like the teeter-tottering at the end. So like I'm at a solid 4.5 for something
nice.
That happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Same for me. I'm just a little lower. I'm at a 4. I am at a 4. So I'm sorry.
Oh, never mind.
Not quite same for me. And like same for me with a lot of the things I appreciate about the show. I do think like it has that middle section, which like the 5 and 6, I was still a little unsure once we took off into the wedding.
I would say the whole segment when her and the sister-in-law go to like the records office and they find everything there in that one county records office is like a little far-fetched, but that's like the weakest part of the series.
Yeah, but again, like I'm, maybe being a little tough, but 4 is really solid for a series for me. And like, this is, again, one I'd recommend to a lot of people. Like there's been some good Netflix horror series. This one and Marianne, the French horror series, are 2 of the best ones by the Cobweb director. So go check those out on Netflix. And it was fun covering this. I'm looking forward to whatever we got next.
There's more stuff coming out. Why We Love Horror TV will not go away. But if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Check out the Letterboxd challenge. We just had a subscriber not too recently. It's never too late to watch movies. But until next time, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. This has been Why We Love Horror TV. We'll see you next time there's something worth watching on the old television.